Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm actually filming on multiple cameras. I just went to the San Francisco Orchid Show with my coworkers and I just wanted to show you my haul. I also went to the third anniversary of Bay Area Rare Tropicals or BART, and that's their outside plants event. So I'm so happy that I was able to drag my coworkers with me during those two events, and we had so much fun. Our day started super early today, and it was worth waking up to on a Saturday morning just to start with. Okay, so let's start unboxing. Not really unboxing, but opening up our plant mail. So let me go by chronological order. So the moment I walked into the door, I saw Platyceriums and Hoopersia. So if you guys have been following me for a while, I love Hoopersias, but if you notice, they're not that evident on my plant collection anymore. I still have my favorites, most of my favorites, and my larger specimens. They're still alive, but some also passed after our move closer to the valley a few years ago. So the first official purchase that I did today is this one. So it is a Platycerium Kitshakud. Actually, my goal is to get a Platycerium Ridleyi, but this was the closest that I could get. It does look similar, very similar, at least to my eyes. So this will be good enough, and I was able to I hope that I was able to pick out the most pretty and viable specimen. So this one does need a little TLC for sure, but it is quite promising. Like, the newest frond is more compact, and I'm pretty sure the older ones will fall off through in the next few months, but I'm just so stoked that I got this. So yeah, probably just the second type of Platycerium in my collection. I did have larger staghorn ferns, or I think those are the more common Platycerium bifurcatums, but I wasn't that interested in them through the years, and they were neglected and unfortunately did not make it. And also I did a staghorn fern or a mounting workshop with Bay a few years ago, and it was fun, but we got two gigantic staghorn ferns as a product of that workshop, and they both didn't make it. Anyways, on that same shop, I forgot the name of the shop, but you always see them in the orchid shows here in the Bay Area at least. I also got this Lichanopteris lomaroides. So it's an epiphytic fern. I think it's an ant plant actually. What a coincidence. I was just looking this up last night as well. I was looking through some wholesale lists from a company that reached out to me, and I was so tempted, but I mean, for me, because I was able to pick out the specimen that I wanted, and instant gratification, of course, it's a done deal. Sold, take my money. And after I bought this, actually, a few minutes after, this nice guy approached and handed me this one. So it's from Seed Studio. It's called a Verde pot. So I believe they do have a series of products, different types of products and different models of products. And actually, let me read through. This is one that's made of polylactic acid, or PLA. So what a coincidence. He was just like, hey, I follow you, or I think that's what he said. I just wanted to give you this sample and wanted to hear from you about, or hear your reviews about this product. So of course, initially your first impression would be wow, it's such a cool product. I was looking at the pots, but I didn't really I was so distracted with so many plants over there. So just a trigger warning, whenever you attend orchid shows, you have to mentally prepare, because it could be very distracting. So he handed this to me, and I was able to put it in my tote bag, and I just immediately thought that, hey, I bought this fern actually to the from the adjacent shop, and I thought that it would be perfect. So now that I have these two items together, do you see the vision? Mount this epiphytic fern over here, and this is a breathable planter. So it's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. I don't know if the root ball or the actual plant would fit this planter. I will probably make it fit just for the sake. It looks super cool, and I was so happy that I got these two. So I talk a lot. So let's proceed to the next items. Okay, so let me just hydrate because it's been so cold in San Francisco. It was in the 60s, but the moment that we went to San Jose, by the way, which is just 30 minutes away or so, it was in the 80s. So climate change. And now that I'm home in the middle of Silicon Valley, it's hot again, but not as hot as San Jose. So it's quite a relief. Okay, moving on. So I was really at the Orchid Show because I already pre-ordered plants from Ecuagenera. Like everybody, I feel like most of the people in the planting community is very much aware of the existence of Ecuagenera. Like shout out to my friends in Ecuagenera. I saw Ivan in person earlier. I was like, hey Ivan, I need to pay for something. So initially I was there because I already pre-ordered some plants and I just wanna, this is the first time that I will be seeing them because I haven't even had time to like open and peek at the plants and in their entirety because everything was so fast paced. Little did you know that 2 hours in an orchid show would actually mean nothing when you're looking at probably like 2,000 specimens right in front of your face. So that's just me being dramatic. Anyways, so here's the plants that I pre-ordered from Ecuagenera. There should only be 4 because I was trying to like have some discipline, I guess. Which I'm happy that I didn't go all out in pre-ordering because there was another plant that really caught my attention. There were a few actually that caught my attention in person. And I could just see like my cat slowly sneaking in and that's monsoon already. So let's unbox the first, not unbox, but unwrap the first one. Okay, so this plant I do already have. However, because that plant is so special, I didn't even want to experiment with it. It was gifted back in 2021 in the height of Miss Rona. And it was from a special now friend and collector. So I've always had that in Lechuza Pond. It was gifted to me in sphagnum moss, but I was so scared to like mess up the specimens that I was given. Please don't sit on the plants, baby. Oh God. Anyways, that's why I just wanted to buy it. Well, I mean, I just feel like okay. So this is the plant that you get from Ecuagenera. So this is a Monstera obliqua Peru. Oh my God, Monsoon! Please don't step on the aquariums. They're not even like unboxed yet. And this is the plant that you get from Equa because I always wanted to try obliqua in soil. I just feel like the alternate substrates that I was planting my gifted one on, which is Lechuza Pond, it wasn't really growing a lot. And I didn't want to like transplant it and risk losing the plant because it, again, is special because it was gifted to me when it was like costing a few fingers and an arm. So this one is from Ecuagenera. It's very affordable, and look at the size of the specimen. Oh my God, I'm making a mess here. Anyways, time to back it. So there's like 3 individual plantlets, and I feel like now I would just have to plant them all in soil. However, the difference with the one that was gifted to me, like the leaves are very lacy. I mean, I know that they're both supposed to be obliqua Peru, but the one that I was just given is extremely lacy. So maybe it's just a difference in growing condition, but happy with this one. So a few years ago, just as a little background, these things were so expensive, so hard to find, and just give it a year or 2 and they will be mass produced, propagated, and will be available right in your doorstep. So they're also mostly available in your favorite plant shop now, but I still opted to pre-order them online because I am curious if I could actually make it grow in a taller pole. So yeah, that's the situation. So this is plant number 3. Okay, next plant. Moving on, this is Lycopodium lucidum. So I know I didn't buy more Herpersias, but I don't even think they go as Lycopodiums anymore these days. I think they've been like reclassified. I think Lycopodium used to be the old genus. Anyway, so this was very affordable, and I thought that it would be cute. And with the size, I thought that I would be able to keep it alive this way because my larger specimens really suffered when we moved to a drier climate, microclimate, if it's a thing. So that's why I hoped that a smaller one would be more manageable. And actually, it's not that small, but it's fairly decent. My Squarosa is doing okay. So I thought that since they look very similar, that this would do well. So I think these two stems are broken. I have learned that my Hupersia that got broken off from my older Squarosa, this one, rooted nicely in fluval stratum. So I think that's a substrate that I have had success propagating Hupersias or Lycopodiums in. So we'll try that. But again, this is Lycopodium lucidum. So if you're watching me on this YouTube angle video, probably most of the time I'm looking up because there's another phone that's vertical that I hope I could put it on my side. You know what I mean. Anyways, okay, moving on. I do love to keep the tags and the IDs from my original Equagenera purchases because back when I was crazier about plants, I really memorized the scientific names. So now that I'm a little bit older and I know more plants and I don't obsess that much when it comes to botanical name, it's so easy to overlook or mislabel a plant. So it's just easy that you have the IDs and the tags. Because our neurons should be saved for something more in the future. Okay. Next one is Anthurium. This is an Anthurium Friedrichstali. So I've always wanted one, and I opted to just get a smaller specimen because my Anthurium pendulum grew fast anyway, so I thought that they would also grow that fast. So here's the actual plant. I love strappy leaf Anthuriums, although I killed 2 Vitarifoliums already, and that has always been my Anthurium wish list. But I guess it's also like how I cared for the plant. So all you have to do really is just get rid of the yellowing. Be careful on removing all these dry, what do you call the sheaths, the dry leaf sheaths, because I've damaged them. So this is so cool. I think this is just so inexpensive. I think $19. But I love the strappy Anthuriums. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if the other fern doesn't fit, you know what? This Friedrichstali belongs in this planter. Seed Studio planter. This is designed in San Francisco, made I think by a fellow Asian small business owner. So it's gonna be so cool. Anyways, oh my god, I think this is a more perfect option now. So at this point, do you guys think that I should pick the Anthurium or this cool fern over this planter? Or maybe I should just get another planter, probably slightly larger than this one, so I'm sure that this will fit in there. I don't know yet, but there is so much potential. And that was plant number 4, I believe. Anthurium Friedrichstali. Let me remove the plant from this cat that's just in front of me. And there's another. Okay, continuing. My gosh, this video is gonna be so long. I'm not even halfway. I don't think that long form videos are even a thing anymore. You guys will probably not enjoy this unboxing, but at least you get to share the experience with me as I show you my haul. Okay, one thing I appreciate about Equa is if it's a plant pickup, there has been a lot of improvement in the packaging because I've been ordering from them since 2019. So just let you guys know. Wait a minute. Okay. So this one is an Anthurium gladifolium. So I have to make sure that I put the tag in. So if you notice, it's also another strappy leaf anthurium, but this one could get wider. The Friedrich Thalie is more narrow. And ever since I got this anthurium coriaceanum something in person on another plant show back in January of 22, if I'm not mistaken, I just fell in love with non-velvety but pendulous anthurium. So this is another pendulous one. I think that they just look so cute trailing in my plant shelf, and I would show you a side by side. They're not exactly the same, so see, there's a difference. And no, they're not the same. But you know, pretty sure your partners would say like, oh, those are basically the same plant. They're not. Plant people know that they're not. Okay, so let me set that aside, give it some room to breathe, and also I have to breathe. Okay, there's so much paper stuff going on. Anyway, going back. So I was telling you guys earlier that I saw Ivan, and when I went back to the Aquagenera, what do you call that, booth, I saw this one. It's an Anthurium Clarinol Velvet. And I just thought that, oh my god, it's so beautiful. So now let's unbox it together. It's kind of like moist. I have to like remove the tape slowly because of course, you guys know that just a little clumsy moment could screw up a perfectly large, mature, velvety leaf. So I'm not gonna do that to myself, especially when I was so happy that this was still not picked out from. It was fairly early anyways when I got there. But I'm pretty sure someone already saw this as well. But I'm glad that they didn't get it. So when I just saw the size of the leaves, I was like, I want that. I mean, I thought I was over the anthurium bug, but apparently, I guess when you really see plants in person, it's just so hard not to get them. Let me do it this way. Ooh. Just look at this beauty. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I get that tag. This is the size of the leaf. It just reminds me of all the pretty ladies posting their very beautiful anthurium specimens. Like shout out to Katie Ann and Danny Castro. Like they're anthurium goals for sure. I wish I had like a grow tent. I just don't have the space to have one. So for now, I'll just really invest on larger specimens and hope that they stay large. Anyway, so this one has 3 leaves, really good, chunky, healthy looking roots. And I'm pretty sure I need to take a photo with this before it declines because the acclimation process could be really tough. So, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So just when I thought I had my anthurium fix, I turned to the side and my eyes caught another beautiful anthurium. So I was saying, just when I thought I was done and over with my anthurium phase, because that's so 2022, I see a beautiful anthurium specimen. It's so large and I was like surprised by the price. And that's why all these shows are worth visiting because you really see the beauty of the actual specimen in person. And it will be harder, I'm warning you, it'll be harder to, practice that restraint because seeing the plants in person, it's really hard to say no. But when I saw this plant, baby, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have it. So the ID for this one is, it's Anthurium Morocco Dark Night. So this one's more of the more expensive option, but Anthurium Morocco's this size, I mean, you don't find them for this price point, which is $75. That, for this size, I mean, they've always went for over $100 before, especially like a few years ago. I think that was during COVID, where everybody was like going crazy for the clean anthurium. Plus, I also have a giveaway soon, and it has something to do not with plants, but it has something to do with a plant-looking thing. And I thought that, oh my god, I need to match my plushie, you know. So since I have an anthurium plushie, my anthurium warhawk over here is putting out a new leaf, but it hasn't grown larger in the 3 years that I've had it, 4 years. So that's why I thought, I'm like, you know what? Let me just bite the bullet and grab a larger specimen. So excuse me as I pick up my jaw and make a mess and drop moss on my beautiful monstera rug carpet situation over here. But yeah, there's 3. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm gonna live in a gigantic terrarium now because I love all these like humidity loving plants. Oh my god, I just dropped moss on myself, but oh my god. Seriously, tell me it wasn't a good buy. Tell me it wasn't a good buy. And I'm so glad that my friend or my coworker, Siggy, she also got the other one. I was deciding on getting this dark form or the round form, and I'm sure I shouldn't buy both. So just got the dark form to match my shirt and my heart. Just kidding, that's so cheesy. Anyway, so I just can't get over how pretty. Like, I don't know how I will keep it this perfect. I don't know. I'll probably put a huge plastic bag to preserve the humidity, or it'll probably like root in water inside my humidifier. I don't know, but it's so beautiful. Just look at that. Let me pull a Danny over here. Just kidding. I can't. Let me just do. I can't. I mean, they're not even as huge. Anyways, I'm just so happy. I feel like it's worth every penny. Of course, don't mention that today. Okay, so, jeez, I bought mostly anthuriums, so it's a surprising anthurium haul. Anyways, we're almost done because I also came across this very nice, I think she's from Taiwan. I would say like this Taiwanese seller. She saw that I was like basically looking at the Hoyas. You guys know I love my Hoyas as well. And they were doing a good deal of like buy 5, get 1 free. So she was like, you know, it's best to get plants that are around the same price range so that your free plant is not like because the free plant would always be like the cheapest one. So your free plant isn't like, you know, you'll really take full advantage of the discount. You know what I mean? So this is my free plant. I immediately like called my coworker Siggy and I'm like, you know what, let's split. Let's just get, because I just need to get 5 plants or more. That way we can take advantage of the discount. It's very Asian, very Filipino thing to do. Like we love a good deal. Even though if you're spending, it's a lot of expense. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is an Hoya Imperialis red. Okay, so I was saying this is a Hoya Imperialis red. It has very large, like megalaster looking blooms. Has a lot of water stains, but you know, for a mango leaf looking Hoya, it's pretty cool. And I love this. This was our free plant. We enjoyed our discount. And the Hoya that I was actually looking at was this one, and this is the only one that I really wanted to buy. Nothing like super extraordinary, but I thought that this Hoya Lancelota Bella was so beautifully variegated. Like this leaves some not come off. I should probably cut it. But yeah, very variegated. I mean, it's not inner variegation. I had a Louis Boys a few years ago, but it died. It's my fault. I did not really put so much effort in keeping it alive. So this is my next chance to keep this outer variegated Bella alive. And I thought that the leaves were always so catchy. It reminds me of like that devil's bowl ivy looking plant. My variegated plants are always so beautiful to look at, so I almost dropped it. So this one is my second Hoya. And of course, my friends, now that I've already, like my Hoya friend, me and him, H1, if you're watching my video still. Anyways, don't call me. Just kidding. We imported a Hoya Sigillatis like 3 years ago, and we propagated it for ourselves to make fuller pots, etc. But it just didn't survive, and after a while, all our cuttings just wanted to give up. So I wanted to try it once more because I don't have a lot of pink plants. So I'm like, okay, let me get some pink plants and let me get some Hoya and give myself another chance because maybe the second time is better. So I hope that it'll grow for me. Okay, so, oh my god. Um, and when I went to outside plants, I did not really get plants there anymore because I felt like I was done for the day. However, I did visit some of my friends, so shout out to Casa Plants, shout out to Kat Latea and her series, Plant Pantry Shop, Planty Says. By the way, I bought some items from Planty Says that are essential. So she gave me a coaster, which is so cute, Monstera coaster. I did buy these very cool glass rods. So, every now and then you would enjoy like just, a typical wooden stick to keep your plant up. But when I saw this product of hers, I thought of, now I'm like panning through all the plants that I have. Like all those like tall, lanky plants that you have that you would want to give support, however, you don't want that support to be that visible. I feel like this glass rod is perfect. It reminds me of the glass rods that we used to have in chemistry classes. So I just bought three. It was so fun seeing her daughter and her daughter's friends like pack the items. So that was so cute. And then they also gave me this Mickey Mouse and sticker keychain. So thank you for the freebie. And I also went to Outside Plants because this product from Plantly got me super curious, and I told Steph that. So actually, this is my first ever Plantly. I think I'm saying it right. Yeah, this is Plantly. Anyway, so you're probably aware of their moss rolls. However, I was most curious about their hanging kits. So I read about their hanging kits online on the Bart group. And I just had to get one because I know that I've been, like, of course, I've always liked trailing plants, but, I feel like I am doing a good job keeping my Ophioglossums alive despite the drier climate. So that's why I wanted to try their hanging kits. So you buy the kits, which are this, like, the ends of their, their signature plantly poles. And they come with this hanging mechanism. Okay, now I can't. And you could, I think I'm gonna fill this with moss, but not. Okay, so I've been buying a lot of, I've had a lot of trailing plants in the future, but I feel like I'm doing so well with my hanging plants that this hanging kit got me so curious. So I think what I'll do is I'll fill it out with brown sphagnum moss on the middle of the pole and then my decorative grain preserved moss on the outside because I love that look. I don't want the typical brown sphagnum moss look against the white. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably mount something. In my head, I was thinking that I'll probably mount one of these ferns, but apparently I don't think this is enough. Maybe a business opportunity, like Plantly could make larger hanging mechanisms that probably have an enclosure or something, that way you could like squeeze moss inside while like that thing cradles the actual plant. So I don't know, like I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I might also just go for like something that I could like squeeze in between the crevices. That way it'll just like hang like this. But yeah, so much potential. It will be a cool product to play with. Anyways, why am I making that annoying gig sound? Anyways, I'm so happy with today's haul. I then realized that anthuriums are just like yoo-hooing me all the time. I'm surprised I didn't buy a philodendron, or I didn't sell my kidney for a Pearl Marks flame. But I just recently acquired one anyways, which is very decently priced. So I don't know. 2018, it's not 2023, almost 5 or over 5 years after, I'm still doing like my plant hobby and I'm still sharing it through social media. So pretty sure that's a sign that it's like a fun hobby, right? Fun hobby, right? So yeah, I guess that's it. That's my haul. So like this video, I'm trying to be active here on YouTube, but it's just like so excruciating. But anyways, I love blabbering, so maybe you liked this type of video. Let me know if you know like all these like unscripted, very raw, spontaneous kind of videos. I mean, my videos have always been like that because I don't really like reading off a script or writing about things that I want to talk about. So I just want it to be spontaneous. I should also do better with editing. But these filtered videos are fine enough. Like, you know, just gives you a little boost of confidence, bank reality. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys in February when we attend the next Orchid Show. I should already start saving as early as now. Anyway, so if you haven't been to a plant show, I strongly suggest bring all your monies with you. Bring your friends with you so that when you get hungry, you have friends to eat with. The Instagram plant community is so amazing. It's just so nice to see people in person, and like I really appreciate everyone who approached earlier because I'm like, who is this? Like it's just so hard to put faces on people's plant accounts. I mean, not all of us are comfortable in showing ourselves. So I really appreciate that when you really like bring it to my attention that we have been following each other online, or you know, we've exchanged messages before. So I really appreciate that. I consider myself pretty social, but I'm more outgoing when we talk about plants. So I really appreciate people having the courage to like just initiate the conversation with me because I'm a shy boy, you know. Anyways, so yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, oh my god. I'm gonna show you another haul. This is my other anthurium. So see, twig. Thank you for watching the video. Take care. Bye.